try. Maybe I'm blind. I should throw it all away and find another favorite girl. When I should give up on my dreams, see my heart for being broke. Stop believing in myself, I'm not a diamond in the rough. Disappear to my doubts, cause I'll never be enough. And every time I feel this way, I feel the weight of feeling wrong. Try to be myself today, but it won't stay that way for long. Introspective imperfections, yeah, I see them all. Try to sing the pain away, but I just sing the same old song. Yeah. You should hear the things I say to myself. I wouldn't tell my enemy. I wouldn't tell my enemy. You should hear the things I say to myself. I'm my own worst enemy. I'm my own worst enemy. You should hear the things I say to myself. I wouldn't tell my enemy. I wouldn't tell my enemy. You should hear the things I say to myself. I'm my own worst enemy. I'm my own worst enemy.
All right, everyone. Happy Merry Hump Day. We're here for another episode of Banger Wednesday. So real quick, I do want to talk about the bands we just listened to. Obviously, these are all bands from the Banger Wednesday Spotify playlist like we do on every episode. I wish I could say I chose them all by random tonight, but two of them I did not, and I do want to give them some props because they got some really cool stuff happening for them. One of the bands was Sunmancer, and they're actually going to be going on tour with August Burns Red, so that's a really cool thing that just happened for them recently, and we're so stoked for them on that one. And the last band that played was Wolves of Oz, and they're also going to be catching some tour stops with the band Convictions, and that was announced recently. So we're kind of stoked, to see some of these bands that, came on to this little show, and we played some of their tracks, and now all of a sudden they're on tour with some of these big names that we all listen to and love. So really wanted to give them a special shout out tonight on the intro. And again, all three bands were bands that been on the show and played them from the Spotify playlist, and all the bands tonight are going to land on that playlist as well. So if you really want to show some love and support to these bands, not just by being here and supporting them on the show, but make sure you go follow that playlist and give all the bands a listen, and you'll be doing so much for them just by doing that. And, let me get into the real quick intros, because we are international tonight, and I got another band here from the Netherlands, and I don't want to keep them up too late. So with that said, let's get into the intro. Joining me tonight on my co-host panel, I got guitarist from the band Elijah and kind of our resident DIY expert, Bo. And also joining me is vocalist from the band Distance is Dead and TikTok content creator Dom. And for those of you that do not know me, I am Forge, solo artist from the band Forged by Titans, and obviously creator of the show Banger Wednesday. So with that said, and then there's all of you guys. And in Discord with me, I have Ilmarinen, Oceans of Illusion, and Gates of Sheol. So you know what? Let's get straight to it, because I don't want these guys to be up too late. So in Discord, I got Chris, Roy, and Paul with Ilmarinen. And guys, why don't you go ahead and unmute? Tell us a little bit about the band and the track. And while you do that, I'm gonna get it queued up. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, before it's good to be here. And it's not that late. It's like 1 a.m. It's all good. No, we're Ilmarinen. We make Viking-themed folk metal. And we try to get our audience hyped up so they can fight a war with us while I yell at them, waving an axe around.
Ooh.
Yeah, and the track we're going to listen to is called Gold, and it's about gold and how you should give it to us, or else we'll take it by force.
So quick question: have you ever had to use the axe on anyone at one of the shows?
Of the audience or the band?
Either one, really. I think either one would be a great show experience.
Would still be a no, but we pretend to give someone a blood eagle every now and then.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Blood Eagle, if I'm correct, that's the one where you kind of cut the back open and spread open the ribs.
And then you pull the lungs out, you put them over the shoulders, and then you wait until he bleeds to death. Yep.
That's right. That was the finishing touch. The chef's kiss, throwing the lungs over the back. Got it. All right. So well put, guys. So let's go ahead and just go hop straight over to the banger room, and we're gonna check out this track. Again, as the guy said, the song is called Gold. So put your ears to Twitch. Here we go. All right. I was speechless for a second. Hang on. Let me get my wits back. All right. Let's get back over into the question and answer room. Let's see here. So real quick, I want to take just a second. I want to shout out to some people. Guys in chat, Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I see one or two of you guys from Sunmancer. Can you confirm that or deny, whichever you prefer? Plead the fifth. Hey, man, what a coincidence. Were you guys here at the very beginning whenever I talked about you guys? Catch that? That is coincidental as hell. Okay, yeah. So again, for those just joining and whatnot, or that missed it, we played Sunmancer for one of the intro songs, and kind of gave them a quick little plug. They got some great things going for them. They're gonna be playing with August Burns Red, and lo and behold, these two guys are here in chat. So that's awesome, guys. Thank you so much for hopping in and showing some love to the show, man. That's awesome. And again, we're definitely proud of you guys for landing that you said. It's really cool. We're all stoked for sure. Anyway, let's get back to Marinin, man. Let me say one quick thing, and I'll pass it over to you, Bo, because I don't want to take all the talking points. Making K Mazlik, you're making me blush. So real quick, Ilmarinen, I have to say that is the first time we've had that subgenre on the show, and it's awesome, man. I'm so happy you guys brought it. That's one of the coolest things about the show. We kind of do all the subgenres from A to Z, and you finally brought something that we haven't had on the show. So I'm super stoked that we get to talk about this one. And with that said, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pass it straight over to Bo and let him get his questions out the way, and we'll circle back. Oh, I'm sorry, Bo. Hang on, I got you muted, man. That was my fault. Go for it.
No, it was my fault. I hit the mute button and not the deafen button last time. That's my fault.
Oh, good.
Man, first off, that was wild. I think my biggest question is like, how many people are in your band?
We are with 6.
6?
So we have the usual, we have keyboard, and we have the violin.
Just one violin?
Yes.
Just one violin and one guy with 3 keyboards.
Okay, okay. That makes a lot of sense. There's a lot going on there. I mean, it's crazy to talk about this like in this show, but I mean, like, just it's like the feel of like how much like music theory is going into just that one song is wild. That's really awesome.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, I think we are very keyboardist and violinist that are actually educated.
I can tell.
That definitely helps.
Yeah,
They do kick our asses all the time, but that's a good thing because I think the end result speaks for itself. I quite like it. I'm quite proud of it.
yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean, I haven't heard a lot of Viking metal that is like Viking metal meets Dragon Force. You know, it was
Wow,
pretty.
thank you.
Pretty awesome. I do need to ask, like, when you guys record, how much are you doing that is like tracked live or like MIDI and things like that?
So let me. The question is, how much of the recorded music is actually played live?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I
actually,
think,
sorry, not to cut you off, but his question specifically.
The dominant violin melodies are always played live, as is the dominant keyboard melody. But there's a lot of sort of synth padding on the background,
Okay.
which honestly makes the studio tracks sound epic. But we don't really bother with those live. I think that's probably how Rhapsody did it. Just put in orchestras and layers of keyboards, and that. Don't worry for 1 second on how you're gonna pull it off live. That's probably how they did it, and that works for us. I think it's a good thing that live it's a little bit different. There's a lot of bands that want to go. Yeah, we want to bring the studio experience to the live stage, and I think the live show should be something different. And I think it's sort of more raw and primal when you see it live.
That's how I like to do it. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, so that's sort of a conscious decision, but I think maybe in the future we have been talking about doing some key backing tracks, just to have some extra orchestra stabs in key parts, but it's still a work in progress, that for now we like to keep it sort of raw and easy, and Yeah.
Wow, I can't imagine that live. You guys, I think you have some videos up on like Facebook or something. I might have
Yeah.
to check that out later. Gonna get
Yeah,
your
we
link
can.
shared in the chat there.
Yeah, we can
Make
drop
sure,
some
make
links
sure
in the
everybody
chat if you
follows you
want.
on Facebook and checks those out. I'd love to see how that goes.
Mm.
But yeah, tracking all that live, I mean that's awesome. Well, I like it a lot. I'm gonna turn it over to
Yeah.
Dom, but that was fantastic, you guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think if most people said, "Hey, like let's combine like folk, almost like polka, and then bring it into metal, and then let's combine it and actually make it sound good," I don't think a lot of people would be like, "No, that's not freaking possible." But geez, guys, yeah, because that's my like, I don't know, my dirty little. I like polka, like I like polka music and folk, and like to hear like that intro and just the bass lines with the violin overlaid and then screaming vocal. It's like, I don't know. It's crazy. You get like this picture in your head of what's possible, like what genres are possible to mix. And for me, those are kind of like opposite spectrum. And you guys combine them so like, man, they're so. I never thought. I love it. I seriously love it. I guess question for the vocalist: How long have you been doing vocals?
About 9 years, I think. It's all false chords, but it has progressed over the years.
Awesome. When you guys got together, like, is this the genre you guys agreed on when you guys started the band, or did it kind of like just turn into something else?
Well, I'm the latest joining member. I've only been in here for like about 2 years now, but they've been together for a bit longer than that. I think Chris knows the start better than I do.
I think honestly, it started as sort of a side project from the keyboard player, and he wrote all the music for it. It's I'm not sure if this is known, but it's supposed to be one big story, like all the tracks. It's supposed to be one giant epic story. And he basically started writing the story, and then he wrote the music, and it evolves from that. So he wanted something. Oh, geez, I'm getting derailed. What was the question again? This is going to happen a lot. What was the question again?
When you guys formed the band, like when the band originally formed, was this genre in mind? Like, was it like we're gonna combine these two genres and make something
this
new?
was definitely a conscious decision to add all the keyboards and the violins and the flutes as well. The violin guy plays flute as well, occasionally. And this was a conscious effort because we wanted to do something, just a bit different, I mean, there's obviously more bands that use traditional instruments in metal, but we wanted to take it, just sort of amp it up a bit.
Heck yeah, yeah! I'm a big fan now. Huge fan. That was seriously, guys, amazing job. And kind of what Bo was like, the music theory, like really the composition of the song, the way you're able to overlay the melodies with such different instruments, even on like a mixing and mastering level. And I guess, is that something you guys mix and mastered yourselves?
Yeah, we did. If you listen on Spotify, the first one, we were still definitely figuring out what we were doing. But over the years, we've gotten a lot better, I think. And we're now in the, I think we can spoil that. We are now in the process of recording the next couple of tracks, which will be a bit more epic, I think. Some longer songs, some more technical stuff, sort of to also challenge ourselves, I think. But yeah, so keep an eye out for that, or keep your ears open for that.
Oh, I will, 100%.
Outstanding. And with that, I'm a segue from Dom here. You're talking about coming out with some new tracks, and this is for you guys and all the other bands and anyone watching. This isn't a one-hit wonder show, so I keep in touch with all the bands after the show. So if you guys have a new track coming out and you want to come back, you're more than welcome to hit me up, and we'll definitely get you guys back in. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and touch on a few things that Dom and Bo pointed out, and I totally agree with Bo that there was a ton of music theory that had to go into writing a song like this. And And for those of you out there that don't know what that means, music theory, you know, it's one thing to know that, hey, this sounds good. It's another thing to understand why it sounds good. And that's music theory in a nutshell, watered down. That's the gist of it. But yeah, a ton of that had to go into writing this, and it sounded great. Your mix and master sounded great. And I think the biggest thing for me, other than it being a new, fresh flavor for the show, is the fact that as I'm listening to this, I could literally picture you guys in a bar or a pub, if that's what it's called over there, and just everyone having fun jamming to this. I could just picture it, you know, everyone with their beer or ale and just going ape shit with this stuff. So that's the coolest thing about this genre. You guys definitely bring this fun passion to the song. And you know what? I want you guys to go ahead and answer this question that just popped up in chat. They would like you guys to pronounce the band name one more time, if you don't mind.
Ilmarinen.
Yo, you guys heard it. And shout out to Bryce. I see you there, man. So with that said, where do you guys primarily like people to come and find you? Are you primarily on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, or all the above? Where you guys want people to go?
I'd say my personal preference would be either do Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. I think that's the platforms we are most active on at the moment. I think I'm a bit too old for TikTok now. Also, I can't dance, so that's probably a big no-no. But Instagram is perfectly fine, and you can find us there. And of course, we have our own Discord server as well, which you can join if you want, and you can chat with most of the band members if you so choose. So maybe in a bit we'll plug our own Discord as well, if that's okay with you.
Yes, definitely plug that in, because I'd love to maybe hop in and say hi to you guys every now and again. And
that would be great.
Yeah, and Dom, that's what you do on TikTok, right? You do a lot of dancing on TikTok.
Oh, all of the dancing. That's all the dancing. Yeah, I'm too old for it too, but I do it anyways.
Man, how many times have I?
Yeah, but I mean, look at you, man. Look at you. You can totally get away with that. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, this guy calling people old and stuff. But anyway,
there's a link tree so you can follow on all platforms.
You heard the man. Linktree, click it. Go find these guys on all the platforms. And if for whatever reason you cannot find them, or you lose your little black book, or for whatever reason, they will be on the Banger Wednesday Spotify playlist. So make sure you find it, save it, and you can find them easy. Just go to the playlist, find the band, click the band name, and then you're off to the races to their band site. So again, guys, you know, anything else you want to plug or just say? Floor is yours, man.
I mean, yeah, usually this is the part we plug our live shows because we have some upcoming gigs. But for now, I'd say just follow us on Instagram, follow us on Spotify, follow us on Discord. You know, follow us on YouTube, listen to the live tracks, see if it's something you like, and you know, maybe in the future we'll cross the pond in our Viking ship and come and plunder. Well, we'll start with New York, and we'll see where it happens, where we'll go from there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, thank you very much for having us.
Could also do the other way around, where everyone from the US just comes over to see our show over here. I mean,
that's an even better idea. I'm not actually sure if I'm allowed in the States. Yeah, that's a good idea. You come over here. Great.
We won't be able to come by Viking ship though, unfortunately, but you know, maybe we can fly there.
Yeah, KLM will be fine as well. It's okay.
Well, again, for all you guys that are joining, if you happen to miss it, these guys are from the Netherlands, and we definitely appreciate them taking the time with the time difference to hop in and hang out with us and bring us this fresh new flavor to the show. I'm excited to add it to the playlist, and man, I don't know, it was just a really fun song, and it was a great way to start the show. So again, guys, thank you again for joining us. And with that said, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next band. And while we do that, I do want to also say that I'm going to wave hi to the future. After Twitch pulls down this episode, I will have it uploaded to YouTube. So for those of you that miss it, you will be able to catch it later on YouTube. And if you're watching it from YouTube now, hey. So I just wanted to point that out real quick. And with that said, you know, let's go ahead and move on to Trent and Gates of Shoal. So I got Trent. Why don't you go ahead and unmute, tell us a little bit about the band and the track you guys have, and I'm going to get that queued up. Oh, you're muted, buddy. No worries. Trent's having a few technical difficulties. Just keep trying, Trent. And while you do that, I'm gonna do some talking. So here we go. While Trent does that, if you haven't already, why don't you take a second, go down here in Twitch, hit the follow button. That way you are alerted every Wednesday when we go live. You also can be able to take part of the prize giveaways by hitting the follow button. You can always stop in, play the games, but you can't actually win the prize giveaways unless you hit follow. Also, just hitting that follow button, it costs you absolutely nothing, but it does open up opportunities for the bands and the show, and it allows us to keep doing what we're doing. So if you don't mind, just hit that little button. It's not going to hurt you, I promise, in any way, shape, or form. Let's see, Trent, you still fighting the good fight over there? Still fighting the good fight, but that's okay. We got you, man. Shouting out Bo here. Bo's accusing Dom of lasering his cat or something. Sounds illegal in some states. All right, Trent, you still working on it? Okay, you're all good. All right, with that said, then I'll do another little quick story. So origins of Banger Wednesday. Let's talk about that real quick while Trent works on that. So Banger Wednesday kind of started with this wild idea, not really too wild, but I found myself going down the YouTube rabbit hole like a lot of us do. I have a lot of my favorite content creators that do live reaction videos, and obviously, they always do the bands that we all know, we all love, we hear them all the time, and which is great. I love watching them. But after a while, it was kind of like, well, what about everyone else? What about the bands that don't have a platform to be heard and are out there, quite frankly, struggling? So what if we do something similar, and we do it for the bands that aren't on these huge platforms, and actually take it a step further and make it a live show, get a bunch of bands in, we hang out, we listen to each other's tracks, and not only are we having fun networking, but we're getting heard, and so that's what spurred this on. I'm in a bunch of music communities, and we had some great response, and long story short, here we are. And and honestly, episode 1 I didn't think was gonna go well for us. So Banger Wednesday season 1 episode 1 was literally me sitting here by myself listening to a bunch of bands' tracks. The bands didn't show up, so I'm sitting in here talking to myself, and no one showed up. But we gave it another shot, and as funny as it is, if I'm not mistaken, it was Bo's band was on it, Dom's band was on it, and I want to say maybe Gates of Shoal, you guys were actually on that second episode. And it went from nobody showing up to a crap ton of people showing up within 2 episodes. And, everything kept going, and here we are, season 2. So, and it's all because you guys come, show up, listen to the tracks, hit follow, and do all that good stuff. Brent, think you got yourself going yet? Okay, no. All right, well, keep working on it, Trent. And what we're going to do is why don't we do this? I'll do the intro for Trent and those guys, and we'll go ahead and listen to the track while Trent works on his mic, and then we'll have all the questions and answers done then. So we'll do that, okay, Trent? So take your time, keep trying, and let's go ahead and head over to the Banger Room, and we'll go listen to this track. And also, it is a video, so put your eyes on Twitch if you are listening, and enjoy this video they sent over. So here we go. All right, all right, all right. Let me go ahead and make sure that doesn't keep playing. We want that drama. All right, hang on, guys. Let me throw you back over into the question and answer room. Here we go. And let's see, Trent, he is switching over systems. There he is. Trent, go ahead and see if we can hear you. Sure, you're unmuted. All right, let's give him a moment if you guys don't mind. And just so you know, Bo, I think I'm going to come your way first once we get him live on the mic here. And let's see. I guess I need to kill a few more seconds. I'm running out of stories here. So, yeah, I love being put on the spot, right? Yeah, I mean, I really just come here to look pretty. I'm not supposed to be doing all this work. I don't know what the hell's going on. So real quick, again, I'm gonna shout out everybody there in chat. Again, special shout out to my boy Bryce. He shows up to like every episode. I think he's probably come to every episode. And again, shout out to the boys and Sunmancer for dropping in to say hi. Let's see. You know what? Let me scroll up in chat. Maybe I did miss something with all that's going on. Oh, thanks for that. Okay, Mazlik, this is a great channel for upcoming bands. Appreciate that, man. Really do. Dredging Midnight, I see you, man. Thank you for showing up. Oh, there's Trent. Hey, man, just go ahead and let's see if we can hear you.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, we got you, man. No worries. All right. Awesome. All right. Well, with that said, welcome back, Trent. Dom, why don't you go ahead and take the lead on this one? And glad to have you back, Trent.
Yeah. So remind me what instrument do you play, or are you a vocalist?
Oh, I think you muted yourself there, buddy.
Okay. I'm playing guitar
Awesome.
and lead guitar. Yeah.
Yeah. So unfortunately, because there was a music video to that, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I was trying to help troubleshoot, so I didn't get to see the awesomeness that it was. But music-wise, that was. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed the screams. There was a lot of dynamics in the screams. Yeah, I don't. It's definitely up my. It's kind of like metalcore, heavier metalcore, and I definitely freaking like that. I liked you guys' last song when you guys came on. That I think you guys might have honestly been on the same episode that I was on when I came in, but
I was not here for that one.
yeah.
So I couldn't tell you. But
So what was the song inspired by?
I'm gonna be honest. This was the first song I had ever written as far as for the band. I was looking to join a band, and then I found these guys, made a post on Facebook, and so I sent them that main riff you hear there in the beginning. They're like, okay, yeah, you're in. And then I kind of just built the song around that, and then we threw some vocals on it. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I didn't. I just wrote the instruments for it, and then it was our first song, and it was yeah.
Yeah. No, dude. Like sometimes that's just like sometimes the best songs just start with a riff and they just kind of blow up from there. You throw vocals on it, and it's nothing it's nothing that's like all crazy. We spent 5 months drilling in specific lyrical sequences and thinking about this. But I mean, obviously you guys practice a lot, but I mean, sometimes the best songs just kind of happen and they click, and this kind of sounds. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's kind of what it sounded like. He sent in a riff, and it just was like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, freaking awesome. And how long have you been playing guitar?
I've been playing guitar for a little over 2 years.
Awesome. I'm gonna steal Bo's question. What guitar do you play?
I play Schecter. I have Schecter here. I don't know if I have it right here. I don't know. Right here. There you go.
Heck yeah.
That's my go-to guitar right there.
I'm about to grab mine.
Look
I'm
at
about
Bo.
to do it. Sorry, John.
I mean, come on now, everybody's just unzipping their pants and just waving around what they got. We got it, guys. You guys got amazing looking guitars. We know. That's great. I
They
love
said
it.
checker, so I got to get mine out.
I know. I love it. I got one too, but I don't want to go get it. I'm lazy.
Oh, you got that John Brown one?
You damn right I do. John Brown
Nice.
7-string and the Keith Barrow 7-string.
That's tough, dude.
Man, I guess
Schecter gang, baby.
I guess
Yeah.
what we need to do is make an episode where we just do show and tell, and everyone just whip out their guitars and everyone lick their screens or whatever they do.
Bo's got tattoo in his lap, dude, living it up. Well, yeah, dude, that's awesome. I really enjoyed that song, dude. That was I'm a heavier guy. I like heavier stuff. I'm big on scream vocals. I do not mind like clean vocals either. I'm kind of dynamic with my taste, I guess. But dude, it's always nice to hear like that. I mean, it sound honestly, there's a lot more modern than some like people who kind of emulated 2000s sound, but definitely like bringing me back to 2000s metalcore, baby. Best years in my opinion, best years. I love it. But
I can't say like I was really going for that. I just kind of made a song, to be honest with you. I wasn't really shooting for much there, and that's just what we ended up with. So, and I was really happy with the result of that one. And
yeah, well, it came together in all aspects: the vocals, the guitar, and yeah, loved it. I'll shoot it over to Bo now.
Thanks, sir.
All right. Couple quick questions. Did you guys like use modelers or plugins for like the guitars and bass, or when you
I mean, we didn't use like real amps or anything. We used plugins and stuff, but we went through a different studio. Like we didn't record it ourselves.
Okay. How about drums? Was that drums live or was that MIDI or?
Drums were MIDI on that song. Yeah, we didn't have a drummer at the time.
Yeah. I know you guys were kind of piecing it together. You haven't been there with them for very long, have you?
I'd say I've been about a year.
Okay.
Around last December, I want to say.
Okay. I mean, it sounded great. I mean, the mix was really damn good. I mean, it gets the point across really well. You know what I mean? It sounds solid. I really like the kind of change up where you have a spot where they could do some clean vocals for like a chorus, but they don't, and they just keep that, keep the screams going, keep the heavy going. That really makes a certain impact sometimes. Keeping it, even though like it feels like maybe it should go clean right here, but just like keeping that scream going, keep it heavy. Very good. I mean, I think we covered most of the questions I got. We're playing with you guys in 3 weeks, so.
Yep, we're ready.
Yeah. I got a 5.5 hour drive to get to you guys.
Oh man.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that was a Banger Wednesday Love Connection, right? That's how that played out. Yeah.
So my understanding is their singer was already like somehow listening to us and already found us, and then somehow we were all on the same episode. Again, Dom, you were right. You were on that episode. The three bands right there. And yeah, you guys, we got an email like a couple months ago. They're doing like their first show / CD release party, and we're gonna drive 5.5 hours to come and mess some stuff up and drive right back home.
That's the best way to do it. Drive somewhere else and mess up everything over there, and then go home to where it's clean.
That's right.
The way to do it, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that said, I do want to touch on chat. And again, I'm probably going to butcher this because I don't know if it's Braille Twitch or Braille Twitch or whatever. They made a comment. I thought it had a bit of Era vibes, and I wanted to touch on that one because I love Era. I love him to death, and also because I see why they got those vibes, because you guys had some really cool guitar phrasing throughout the track, and you said, correct me if I'm wrong, you said 2 years, as in 1-2 years playing guitar, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, man, that's really impressive because again, the guitar licks, the riffs, the phrasing was honestly pretty I don't advanced, maybe, I guess. I definitely wouldn't have pegged you as a year 2 guitar player, because honestly, whenever I was in year 2 playing guitar, I wasn't writing anything like that. I can promise you, it was still just garbage and scratching and probably too much distortion. But I mean, definitely kudos to you, man. If you're writing stuff that good within 2 years, you got a bright future, man. Keep it up for sure.
And hey, man, I really appreciate it. I'm not gonna sit here and try and say that I'm like got some natural talent or anything. I just treated it like a second job, and I'd sit in here for 8 hours every day just playing guitars because that's what I like to do. So I just got good at it because I practiced. That's the best way to do it.
Yep, dedication, man. And remind me, Alex couldn't make it. Remind me, what does Alex do in the band?
He is vocalist.
Okay, he's vocalist. Yeah, so we had Alex on the episode, I think, with Bo and Dom. But that's awesome, man. I'm glad you guys came back. That's a banging track, man. It was really, really cool. Let's see. I'm just kind of eyeing chat, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. But I'll tell you what. Why don't you go ahead and tell us where you guys would like people to go and find you currently?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really the social media guy, but we seem to like get a lot of traction on Facebook, and that's where we do most of our stuff on, at least where I see it. But I'm like 40 years old with the internet. I'm not good with it at all.
well, let me help you out, and I'm gonna shamelessly plug it all night. I told you guys, I warned you. Banger Wednesday Spotify playlist. These guys will be there as well. So if you cannot find them, come to the playlist, find the band, click the band name, and there you go. You found them. It's magic. That's what we do here. We make things happen. You just heard the Love Connection story, so that's what we do. We make connections. Maybe we should do an episode of that one day. We'll just do like Banger Wednesday Love Connections and see which bands we can get to hook up. But yeah, I tell you what, man. Anything else you want to plug? The floor is yours. Feel free to spew whatever you want. Got any, besides the show with Elijah? Do you guys have anything else lined up? What's going on with you guys?
Well, we just got out of the studio not too long ago, recording a couple tracks, so they will be on the horizon if you're looking. And other than that, we got some shows lined up, and yeah.
Right on. Well, again, these guys are, proof to what I said earlier. Bands are always welcome back, and these guys are here again with another badass track. A great follow up to the first track we heard tonight, and maybe my brains is just not keeping up tonight. Did you guys say where you're from? You're based out of where?
Cleveland, Akron area, Ohio.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, we're kind of a little bit sprawled out, but around that area.
Right on. Well, cool. All right, guys. So you heard it. They have some cool stuff coming up. They got a great show lined up with Elijah. And again, we'd be welcome to have them. Well, they're welcome to come back whenever they like. And man, it was just a great track. And again, specifically to you, man, if you're writing stuff like that on year 2 of playing guitar, man, whatever you're doing with all this practicing and dedication, keep doing it, bro. Because man, I'd love to see what you're going to be writing in another 2 years. So specifically to you, man, that's awesome. You're doing great.
Well, thank you. I really am excited for you to hear future tracks, because I think, if you ask me, that's bottom of the barrel as far as my writing went. So it's only up from there.
Outstanding, man. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course, man. And with that said, that's our boy Trent from Gates of Shoal. And let's go ahead and move on to our final band tonight. And you know what? Hang on 1 second. I want to look at something real quick. Let's see. Give me 1 second, guys.
While he's looking, Trent, he said, don't want to say like I'm a talented guy or whatever, but sometimes work ethic is the greatest talent you can have. And obviously you have a work, saying I'm spending 8 hours a day, practice, treating it like a second job. There's very few people that do that. And so keep being like a learner of the trade, dude, because you're gonna go places. In 2 years you've already accomplished, been in a band, know what it's like to play live, it sounds like, and do all that. And that's not what a lot of people can say after they've been picking up any instrument in 2 years. So keep that up, man.
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
means a lot, man.
Thanks for that, Dom. That gave me just enough time to do what I need to do. All right, guys. So my brain's doing some things right now, and I'm trying to decide if I want to do a giveaway tonight. So I need all you guys in chat between now and when we finish this band to talk it up. Let me know if you're interested in getting in on the game, and make sure you hit follow in Twitch, because that is the only way you can win. You can play without doing it, but you can only win if you hit follow. And talk it up in chat. If I see a lot of people wanting to play the game, we'll play the game after this last band, and I'll give away a free shirt, okay? And if you guys don't know, the new Banger Wednesday t-shirts we got are badass, spared no expense. They are athletic fit. They are this soft material. I used them in my personal band's shirts, and they last forever. this is just rumor. I can't confirm it, but I heard that by wearing the shirt, you're going to gain about 10 pounds of muscle mass. You'll run faster, and the opposite sex will find you chef's kiss delicious. So if you do play, you definitely want to win one. So just hit me up in chat. Let's see what happens, and maybe we'll award someone with one. And if you win, you do get to choose the size, and we do have a bunch of colors to choose from. And I'll get you hooked up. So let me know if you guys want to play or not, and we'll make it happen. And with that said, again, thank you, Trent, from Gates of Shoal. And up next, we got the last band for tonight. We have Zach and Josh with Oceans of Illusions. Why don't you guys go ahead and unmute, tell us a little bit about the band and the track we're about to listen to, and I'm going to get that queued up in the background, fellas.
What's up, everybody? My name is Zachary Howard. Josh is probably coming right back. I'm not sure where he went. I see his shadow in his room. Yeah, that's Josh if he wants to unmute to introduce himself.
What's up, guys? I'm
song-
Josh. I play guitar.
I do vocals in the band. The song you guys are going to hear, it's called Helmand. It's about worms, to be joking, but otherwise it's a continuation of a story from our album Unrecognizable. And that's what I'll leave it at until we want to get down into the nitty gritty of what it's really about. But
Hell yeah.
Thank you. And thank you for having us.
Yeah, man. Oh,
Yeah, man, thank you for having us.
And for you guys that don't know how the show works, so I'm involved in a lot of metal communities, and I put out these plugs, and I try and get bands to, want to be on the show, and they reach out, they send me their tracks, and I get them on. But these guys, honestly, I don't even remember how. I mean, it was probably on one of the Facebook groups, and I saw these guys, and I think it was a clip of one of their live shows, maybe. I could be wrong, or it was a music video, and I thought they had a great sound and feel. So, I reached out to them, and, they made the time to be here. So we're going to check these guys out. And again, everyone in chat, don't stop talking. Talk it up. Talk it up for these bands. And let me know if you guys want to play the game. And somebody will win a shirt. So let me know. Don't let that chat feed stop. All right. With that said, hang on to your butts. We're going to the banger room. And these guys also sent a YouTube video, so put your eyes on Twitch if you're listening in, and let's enjoy.
That's how it begins. Violent embrace. The time for hesitation is gone. Nailed and guarded. Like this bleeding is of guts. Buried with the worms where you are meant to be. What's realized? You're the only God you see. Buried with the worms where you are meant to be. What's realized? You're the only God you see. Mercy they beg for. I will not spare. Mercy they beg for. I will not spare. Buried with the worms where you're meant to be. Lacerating skin as I walk towards your spine. Taking my time, this pain shall last forevermore. Yes, eternity itself, only my craft. Yes, eternity itself, only my craft. I said buried with the worms where you are meant to be. With clean eyelids,
Well, all right. Let me throw you guys back over in the question and answer room. All right. Dom, Bo, I don't know who wants to fight over this one.
I saw you guys rocking out in the chat, man. I appreciate all y'all.
Yeah, definitely. That's how we do on Banger Wednesday, man. You bring the jams, we bring the energy, we just do it up. I see. You know what? I'm just gonna choose. Dom, you go first. You got the biggest smile out of you and Bo right now.
Bro, dang, dude. Seriously. Okay, there was 2 times that song ended. I thought it ended, and I was like, oh, man. And then a freaking breakdown just slaps you in the face. And it was like, it wasn't just a typical breakdown. Like, it was dynamic. I liked the tempo changes in the middle of it when it kind of went into, like it was like punch core, but at the beginning it was, just so in your face. Dude, the vocals, holy crap, man.
Thanks, man.
Holy shit, dude! Like,
we had a lot of fun writing this one, man.
Awesome job, guys! Like, literally, I was like, especially that it was the first breakdown. Just felt like it came in so slow. The song started fading. I was like, oh, and then it was like some like fucking Hellfire shit, dude. It was, dude, just amazing job, guys. Seriously, absolutely amazing job. I thought it was really, the song was dynamic. It just punched you in the face most of the time, and we're still able to bring breakdowns. Those riffs that were coming in and out throughout it were like, they were still melodic, which, when you're kind of getting to like some death metal or thrash metal or, really just, those beat blasts, you still were incorporating like some crazy awesome melodic stuff into there. And I thought that was, that was just awesome. And so that was definitely, I feel like, a really modern take and an awesome feel vocal wise, just composition wise. And I don't know, did you guys mix and master that you guys yourselves?
No, we have a team that we're working with.
Okay, so I was wondering, because I was like, if you guys were about to say that, I was like, I'm about to be even more blown away. But yeah, you stick with that guy, especially with this genre. I mean, I could still hear all the snares. I could still hear all the kicks. Kicks weren't bleeding through the bass like crazy. Like, everything was, it had its own separate space and just the spectrum of frequencies and everything. Like, your guy knows what he's doing. So it was awesome to hear that kind of genre still have, some explosive bass into it without getting muddied out. Because usually with this genre, that's what happens. You go to a guy who's local, you think he's going to help you out, and then you just get this crazy muddy mix with all these blast beats. But he did awesome. Like, he did really good. But most importantly, you guys you kicked ass. Awesome song. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Here's a Spotify link I just put in the chat.
So real quick, before you go too far, let me kill about 30 seconds for you guys, because there is an ad break in progress, and I want to make sure that everyone gets back from the ad so they can hear everything you have to say. So for the next 20 seconds, I'm just going to pretend like I know what I'm talking about and this was planned. Wasn't. Yeah, so what I will do is I do want to just I do want to piggyback on Dom real quick. Man, that mix and master was dope for sure, and definitely lent itself to that track. So here we go. There we go. We're back. All right. And Josh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
you're good, bro.
Go ahead and continue with what you were going to say. I just wanted to make sure everyone made it back.
I don't know what I was saying. 100% lost my train of thought.
It's all good. It happens. Well, let me ask this. Dom, was that your wrap up, or did you have more?
No, that was my wrap up. Awesome job, guys. Seriously, that was. Yeah, now I'm gonna go more. Thanks, Forge.
You're welcome.
Literally, it blows me away, and he was gonna say this. Now I'm gonna steal it from him. It blows me away every show that when we get bands like everyone that's already been on, and they bring that much talent and dedication. You can hear the work ethic through their music, and geez, guys, like all the bands tonight, and man, I'm just blown away by like the quality of music that can come out of these bands that aren't playing it, selling out arenas, because a lot of them sound like they could. And frankly, like especially with your guys' particular genre, like I'd pay good money to go watch you guys live, to go hear that kind of sound, especially if it's going to sound like that live and see you guys have good energy. And
We try, man.
Fortunately, just how it is these days, like, you know, if you're not like some mainstream, you know, band like that who's been playing for 20 plus years, sometimes it doesn't work out. Or you get lucky and you blow up on TikTok or you blow up on social media or something, and maybe that gets you some hookups. But like, it's bands like this, like that I played tonight, that I really think, honestly, they should be blown up. Like, there's no reason everybody who loves this genre shouldn't be hearing this music and this song, because it's amazing. So
We've been
love
slowly
it.
we convert one fan at a time. That's really what this whole
There you
band
go.
has been. Like
You
one
got
person
one.
at a
You got
time.
one.
Yeah, I got one. That's all that matters.
That's all it is.
Yeah. Two.
All right.
My
All right.
guy.
Well, Bo, you got anything to add on this?
Yeah, I got to be the nerdy guy that asks questions. First off, yeah,
I got all the answers for that, man. I feel
fucking,
you.
fucking
That's
great. I like the wild drums. The drums are insane. The towards the beginning,
The drummer's a monster, bro. He's a fucking psycho.
these like I don't hear much like that ever. It was like a stop and start with the blast beats, like just like a constant back and forth of like blast beats for like 2 or 3 measures, then like something normal for a measure, then right back into a blast beat. Like, it was just wild. How much of that, like on the recording, how much of that is like recorded or MIDI? Is there hybrid, or is it all kind of MIDI? Or
So during writing, it's MIDI, but in the live tracking, it's live cymbals and MIDI shells.
okay, nice.
Yeah.
I like it. You guys do anything when you're playing live? You guys doing it? Is he like triggered or anything for like double bass or?
He uses drum triggers, and then there are like certain hits that are in the tracks.
Okay.
Certain things, not usually little things.
You guys do like the how many members are actually like in your band?
Maybe 4 people.
4 people.
2 guitars,
Okay.
2 guitars, vocals, drums.
Okay, nice. Actually, I know, I know a lot of touring bands that don't, carry a bass player around half the time because it's just too hard to like get 5 or 6 people to like be able to do a tour, like.
All hail the MacBook.
Yeah. So you got like synth and stuff going. You got 2 guitar players.
Yeah.
Were you guys doing? Did you do like MIDI bass, or did you like track a bass on that or anything?
We did both.
Okay.
We did MIDI bass the majority of it, and then we also live tracked like a couple things, just specific things like a bit, like a slide, bass slide, a little couple of hits here and there that he wanted to stand out.
Okay.
That a part in the ending breakdown where there's just the bass by itself that's live tracked.
Okay. Because
we did like a combination of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded a little bit too good for MIDI, but it's hard to tell sometimes now. It's getting so good.
I like the idea. Go ahead.
No, keep talking.
I said I like the idea of doing both, like combining the modern tools with the traditional recording methods. I feel like it ends up just being just tighter overall with the layers.
Yeah. Speaking of layers, the screams.
That's both of us.
Yeah. Okay. Do you guys do that live? Because if you do that live, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I try to. It's hard to play guitar.
But no, the recording, man, that with the 2 of you going together, that's money right there, dude. Yeah, like that's wild.
Yeah, we try to get it right. I write all the lyrics, and then basically, once I've recorded all my parts, I know what Josh's like highs, lows, and his mids sound like. So then I'll read over my lyrics again in my head, and then like sort of mark spots for Josh. And then as we're in like the studio, some things sound better in my head than they do in person, or we hear something like, oh no, we got to put him behind there. And then our drummer also has his like sort of hardcore vocals. He kind of sounds like the vocalist from Zabalba. So sometimes we'll throw like hardcores in there and we try to mix it up. And then I'm glad you like the vocals. Like, we're a deathcore band, I guess, but I mostly listen to like tech death and like black metal. So I'm not like your typical deathcore.
For this song, we really went into it trying to write a faster deathcore song. Like the previous album that we had put out had a lot of like slow tracks, a lot of like tempo changes where it gets like it starts heavy and then it gets slower, then it's slower and slower and slower. Like, you know what I mean? That was like the theme of our previous record. And I have been listening to like a ton of like faster deathcore, you know, Lorna, Night in Texas, Angel Maker, bands like that. You know, big into all that stuff. So I was really trying to push for just like a faster, blast beaty deathcore sound. And I'm pretty happy with the way the song turned out, man. It fucking slaps.
Oh, God, yeah.
Hits in the car. It sounds fucking good.
Yeah, I mean that's the important thing. If it sounds good in the car in earbuds, that's what everybody's going to listen to. So
yeah,
you know, that's what matters. But no, the mix is fantastic. Like Dom said, like stay with the guy you guys are working with because he's doing something good for you.
Our mix engineer, he used to be in it. Yeah, it's two people. We have a tracking engineer and a mix engineer. Our tracking engineer is in a band called Face Yourself. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're kind of been blowing up a little bit recently. And then our mix engineer his band is no longer active, but he used to be in a band called The Harkening, which is like a band from New York, kind of like almost like theatrical core, kind of like
shop rock deathcore,
Ice Nine Kills kind of vibe, but like with like death metal, like fucking like way harder.
Okay. How long have you guys been playing together? I mean, you seem like you guys know each other really well.
So
yeah, pretty well.
Pretty well. The band's been together since like 2011, 2012, and we've had a couple like iterations. So
I've been in the band since 2017.
Yeah. Okay.
So the original 4 members, my drummer is one of the original members, and me, and then our other 2 members live out in our other 2 older members live out in Texas. But we've had a couple iterations as like, you know, people move and stuff. It's never been like, you know, crazy bad reasons or whatever. It's usually just like, yo, my life's changing. And there's been people who just kind of love the band, and we've been able to bring people in and, you know, still create like new music and stuff like that, which is nice. And Helmet is
awesome too. Like that's tough to do, staying together that long and just like finding a way to keep it going some way. You know, like I think most of the other bands on here tonight, like probably only been together like, you know, a few years. To be able to keep something going somehow that long, like that in itself is like a lot of work. So
you can hear the variances in the discography though too. If you listen to like the first record, you really hear like the original guitar player's influence, and then the self-titled EP versus the most recent record, which is primarily me. Like we did a lot of. There's been a lot of changes, but like each song kind of has their like a consistency to it, like especially in like the drums. But yeah, we've been really trying to mix it up, going for like a techier direction. I like the era sound, but like a little more deathcore. No vocals.
Well, that's the hard thing right now too. Is like metalcore and deathcore just take all the stuff that we don't really know where it fits in. You know, like that's kind of what it feels like right now. So like it's hard to like say it. Like I know guys that are straight, like I played shows with guys that are straight up deathcore band, but they don't want to be called a deathcore band. You know, like they cringe.
Yeah, we really fight with the labels too much, man. We just kind of go in the studio and we do what we want to do. That's like been the biggest thing. Like there's a few like key hits that I'm big into. Like I'm big into the orchestra layers, like that type of sound. I'm big into like having guitar solos and slow breakdowns and layered vocals. You know, everything else just kind of it lands where it lands. You know, as long as we keep the same pillars.
Yeah, the synths coming in and out. Those nice the sweepy guitar part at the end. Like I mean, just really sharp. Yeah,
I'm pretty proud of that solo. It took me a while to nail that.
All right, I'm gonna let Forge take it up. I've hogged the mic way too long.
No, man, you're good. The only bad thing about going last is you guys, you actually know what you're talking about, so you hit a lot of the things I need to touch on. What was I gonna say? Zach kind of took some of the words out of my mouth because I was gonna say, man, you guys are deathcore with a touch of black metal, and he kind of confirmed that. So I feel like I'm validated in that thought, so thanks for that, Zach. But just like kind of like an overall thing, because these guys drilled in deep and hit a lot of things on the head. It was it was one of those tracks, and we talk about it on a lot of shows. You get a band that they come with a track, and this is nothing wrong with this, but they come in with a track or a particular riff, and they focus on it, and they pick a lane, and then from start to finish, you're kind of on this straight line. You kind of know what turns you're going to hit and whatnot. But you guys did some really cool things. You kind of kept changing it up. You know, you kept it interesting from start to finish. Pace changes and just other little small nuances dipped in throughout. And again, the addition of like the black metal feels, because for a split second you're like, you kind of leave deathcore and you're over in the black metal side entirely, and then you kind of reel it back in your deathcore again. And that's something I really like to point out when bands do that, because I think it's really cool. It's a really cool way of being creative, and you know, and I'm gonna use Tool as an example. Tool, great band, great musicians. Obviously, they're not metal, but they play the same riff for 6 minutes, you know. And I hate that. I hate that. So
I hate Deftones, man.
Yeah.
Everybody freaking gets all mad at me about that. I'm like, dude, it's the same thing. The repeat is
and it
drives me
still
nuts,
happens,
dude.
Yeah, and it still happens. It happens in metal, and you know, that's cool. If it's a great track, if it's a great hook, got a great hook in it, yeah, beat the shit out of it. Keep playing it over. But it's really cool whenever you get a track like this, and you really do have a lot of interesting things going on, and for instances like this, we have a ton to talk about because you brought all those different elements in there. So my biggest thing is, man, kudos for the creativity that went into this track. Like I said, I caught a lick of something on Facebook that made me want to get you guys on, and honestly, I don't think it was this track, but I could tell you guys are doing some really cool stuff, and you bring this track and just kind of prove me right for inviting you guys. So thank you for making me look good.
Thank you, man. No, I hope you do a dive in the rest of the music. Like it's all kind of different, honestly.
Definitely, Wes, and that's cool. That again, back to the whole, you know, Tool thing. 6 minutes of the same riff, or you know, 30, 45, an hour long album of the same thing over and over again. You know, it's definitely cool that you guys are changing it up in tracks. Again, that's what you want. You want people to come and listen, and you want them to keep listening. So you got a good formula going there. So you guys just definitely keep doing that. I do want to ask. So I am a guitar player too. Did you guys say you were on 6s, 7s, 8s? Did you guys
sevens?
And what
sevens? We just dropped G.
Okay, G. And did you tell us what amp models you went with? I'm curious.
We used for the studio. You're asking me, or for live?
Correct. For studio, for this recording.
For the recording, we used Gojira, the Archetype. For all the guitar tones.
I'm pointing at Dom and Bo.
That's the number one plug-in that's been like every week.
It's so good, dude. It's just so good. Like everything I need out of that, I get. You know.
So I need everyone to like really appreciate my ears for a second, because all night long I didn't ask that question, and I ask it every episode, and it never fails. Whenever I ask the question, I always pick out that goddamn Gojira plugin. It's just insane. It's like my ear calls, you know. But that's awesome.
Live we use Line 6 Helix though.
Okay.
For everything, yeah.
And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you said Gojira. Were you using anything else? I'm sorry.
No, it was just Gojira. I don't know what we used for bass. It might have been Jin bass or something. I don't really totally remember.
Cool. Well, again, just to circle back to how great I am, because I'm just picking. I'm not like that, but just to circle back to that question and the Gojira plugin, like I told you guys earlier, we're on season 2, and literally, with the exception of episode 1, because no one was here to answer the question for me, but every episode of Banger Wednesday has had a band using the Gojira plugin. So I'm happy to let everyone know that watches
it's a thing.
The show, that the streak continues. And I got to tell you, man, I'm pretty sure Neural DSP is rich as the hell, because I'm sure they got all kinds of funny money with all you guys getting that Gojira plugin. So I mean, I'm
I
guilty
heard
of it.
good things about the Petrucci one too. I think that'll be the next. I want to
Right
try
on.
that one.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely interested to hear what you come up with that. That's awesome. But you know what? Let's get back to you guys again. You got anything you want to plug? You got a particular area you want people to go and check you out?
I dropped some links in the chat. I dropped the Spotify link in the chat. We are playing a show April 2nd. We're playing at the Devils game between New Jersey Devils and the Pittsburgh Pirates, I think. Or
No,
Penguins. Penguins. I can't even talk to them. I don't know what sports are. Yeah, that's our next show in April. We got some cool stuff lined up for May and June. A couple other shows. We just got back from tour, so we were out in Texas. We were for a little while playing some old songs with the homies. It was fun. Yeah,
right on, definitely. Again, open floor. Is there anything else you guys want to plug with us, or tell us about, or curse me out, whatever you want? This is your time.
Nah, not curse you out. I think the only other things is recently we joined Continental Touring. So if you guys want us to come out to your state, all of our booking information is in our bio. We will come out. If you just let our booker know what's up. If you got shows that are going on and you think they will pull, we'll get our butts to your state so we can all hang out. Listen to Helmand. If you want to come to New Jersey and you want to come see a hockey game and take a picture on the ice with your boys, come and do that, or just share that for us. Otherwise,
I'm a photographer. I do a lot of band photos. I work with some bigger acts. Honestly, I've done like you mentioned August Burns Red before. I did photos for August Burns Red before. Iceland Kills, Kill Switch, Lorna. A lot of some cool stuff. So if you need a photographer or behind the scenes content, video content, all that good stuff, if you're in the New York area, hit me up.
Hell yeah! All right. Yeah. Before I move on, because I'm kind of pleased with everyone in chat. We're probably gonna move on to the game, but I want to give Bo and Dom and anyone else a chance to say something before we move on. You guys got anything? No.
Keep it up, guys. All of you, like all the bands, like keep it up and keep showing up. Sometimes it's unfortunate we don't get some people to come all the way through, but you guys being here and keeping to your commitment of showing up when you said you would and going through the full, even staying here, you guys are in a whole different country. It's late as heck, and you guys are all staying here, supporting and being there for the scene. So I appreciate every one of you guys.
I appreciate you, man. I want to say thank you to Forge, man. I'm gonna hop in the shower. I just wanted to see it to the end, but I want to say thank you for having us on, man. I really appreciate it.
Oh,
it's fucking cool to do this and meet all the people. I hope we get to play shows together, man. We would be cool to go out to Illinois, Ohio. I think that's next. I really want to try to get out there, because I know there's this great scene in Ohio.
Oh yeah. But just real quick, don't anyone go anywhere, because we're gonna play that game for a giveaway. So yeah. And I know if you got a bail, go for it. But with that said, sorry, Bo, I didn't mean to cut you off. You got anything, Bo?
No, I can't. I can't get deep on the spot like that, like Dom did. So
you got to get warmed up a little bit first. I feel you.
Yeah.
All right. So again, that was Zach and Trent with Oceans of Illusions, and again, they brought a banging track. If you missed any of the plugs in chat, scroll back, catch them. If not, official Banger Wednesday Spotify playlist, they'll be there. You can find them there, and everyone else tonight. So with that said, let's go ahead and play a little game, or in the words of Jigsaw, I want to play a game, or whatever he does. Anyway, so how the game works. Still got some time. You got to hit follow on Twitch if you want to win. You can play without clicking the button, but you can't win. So go ahead, do that while I give you guys the lowdown on how this rolls. And you know what? Let me blow my face up on the screen here so I can give you guys some extra nightmares tonight. But so how the game works is, I think all of you probably have played Hangman back in the day, or maybe you're a fan of Wheel of Fortune. It's kind of a little similar scenario here. What's going to happen is I'm going to put an image on the screen, and it's going to have some blanks. And the blanks represent where letters would go. And I'm going to give you a couple letters. Put a timer on the clock. After a few seconds go by, I'm going to put a few more letters. A few more seconds, I'll put more letters. And you guys have till the timer goes out to put your guess in the Twitch chat. So make sure you got your Twitch chat ready to go. All right. And the winner will be the first person that types the name of the band that I am getting you to guess in Twitch chat, and you have to spell it right. First person to do that wins. The band, you can take part in it. Make sure you hit follow. And anyone watching can take part. If you win, I will get in touch with you. I will get you to pick a size, pick a color, and I'll get it out to you. Okay, so again, real quick, it'll be blanks that represent letters. I'll give you letters along the way, and your job is to guess the metal band. All of you should have heard of these bands that I picked for the game, because I'm not trying to be evil and not let you guys win. So someone should get it. Always, no matter what, put your guess in chat, because you may get it right, and you actually may be the person to spell it right first. So make sure you go till the clock goes down, put your guesses in, okay? And then we'll scroll back and figure it out. All right, I think I covered it pretty well. And you know what? Let me do something real quick here. I need to get the timer up, because that'll be useful. And you know what? I'll be nice. I'm gonna give you guys a couple little hints, okay? It is not Britney Spears. It is not Ariana Grande. So go ahead and get those out of your head. Those aren't the bands tonight. So here we go. I'm going to put up the first the first image with a few letters, and you guys can start guessing. I'll start the timer. So here we go, guys. Eyes on Twitch. Make sure you got your chat pulled up, and here we go. Starting the timer here. This is where I'm supposed to play Jeopardy music, but it just didn't play out that way, guys. I'm sorry. And for some reason, I'm blocking the timer. But with that said, we're putting up the next set of letters. Here we go. Eyes on the screen. Boom. If you haven't guessed, you still have time to guess. Gonna let this tick off a few more seconds. Eight more seconds. You still have time to guess. I know we got some guesses in there. I can't really look at it, but those guesses may be wrong, so make sure you put a guess in. It's never too late. Never give up, never surrender. That's your final set of letters. Not Britney Spears. It's not Ariana Grande. It also is not Taylor Swift. 5 seconds. Here we go. Game over. All right. I saw a lot of guesses. So before I go into chat and see who the winner was, I'll go ahead and display the winner. The actual name of the band first. So here we go. The band tonight was Lorna Shore. And honestly, I saw you guys talking about them early on in the night in chat. And I was like, well, I might have picked the wrong one for tonight. I wish I had my crystal ball out, because I'd have picked someone else. But no, awesome. I'm glad you guys got it. Somebody just won a shirt. So let's go back and scroll. Let's see. Oh, Jen. I do like Jen's guess. I do want to point it out. Jen Renee 1110 said NSYNC. Also see, and again, I'm sorry if I'm screwing this up, Braille Twitch or Braillet Witch. Christina Aguilera. Another good guess. I can feel that. Let's see. And you know what, Bo? Just double check me, but was the first one D Backlash, as far as you can tell? Backlash. Was that the first one?
That's what I saw, yeah. First.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, let me ask this. Is D Backlash anyone in Discord by chance?
That's Roy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's me.
Nice. So it was one of the band guys. Okay. So Roy, I know you have me on Facebook. So, after the show or whenever, tomorrow, whenever you feel like you're ready, hit me up and we'll get that shirt lined up for you. It's going to be my first. It'll be my first international shipment. So I got to figure out how to make that work, but we'll make it work. All right. With that said, I'll tell you what, Bo, Dom, do you guys want to say anything before I, take this show out? so to speak?
I got nothing. Awesome show, guys. It's great to have a really good show like this with amazing bands. So I appreciate, again, I've said it a lot of times, but I appreciate every single one of you. And thanks for actually showing up and sticking through it, especially the Netherlands crew over there. Like, thank you guys for sticking around. It's nice to see bands who they go first, stay around, supporting the beer, and honestly just being there for, you know, other bands and to support them. It's awesome to see that in the scene. Can't argue for other genres, but I like to think that metal community is extremely supportive with that kind of stuff. So thank you guys.
Yeah, we do. I discovered 2 great bands. I had a great night. I had a few drinks. I had some sambuca. It's fun.
Hell yeah. How about you, Bo? You got
Thank you, guys.
anything?
Great night. You guys are all awesome. Just another solid night of music, man. You know, it's just a really great community. We had pretty nice turnout. People streaming. Got a lot of people chatting up on the Twitch stream and everything. So, you know, really happy about that. Good turnout. Thank you guys for coming. A little bit, you know, three band versus like 4 or 5 was kind of nice. A little bit more time, a little bit less rush to try to talk to people. So, but yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys all do. I'll follow you guys all on social medias and stuff, and I'll be playing with Gates of Shoal in a couple weeks.
Well said, Bo and Dom. I mean, you guys really were hitting the nail on the head all night, and those were nice little outros. I mean, maybe next week I just, you know, call in sick and you guys run the show for me, you know? I'll take a break. But again, you know, like Bo and Dom said, this show is for and powered by the bands that show up. So the biggest thanks to these bands for putting in the hard work, writing these amazing tracks, and, you know, putting in the work to show up and be here with us, because that's what makes the show fun. And that's how, you know, the people listening learn, because we do have a lot of listeners that are new to metal or just haven't been in it long, and they get to hear a bunch of different varieties. They get to learn. We try to be educated to a certain extent and teach people things. So, and it's all because you guys bring badass stuff. You guys put in that work. So again, the biggest kudos to you guys. And again, big shout out to my boys Bo and Dom co-hosting for bringing some awesome insight to all these bands. And congratulations to our winner tonight, Roy. Remember to hit me up at some point so we can get you hooked up. And the biggest thanks to everyone that took the time to sit down, turn on Twitch, and listen to mostly me talk nonsense all night and listen to all these bands jam out. And that's what it's about, man. Everyone coming together in one room, raising each other up and throwing down these awesome tracks. And we do it every Wednesday. So with that said, I think that's enough. And how we normally end the show, everyone, is I'm going to throw you guys into the outro screen, and I'm going to pick a track at random off the Banger Wednesday Spotify playlist. It might not be so random tonight. I'm feeling some international vibes, so, you know, maybe I play our friends from Norway tonight. That's what I'll do. I'm going to play one of our friends from Norway on the outro. Anyway, I'm going to kick you guys to the outro track. We're going to listen to the outro screen. We'll listen to that last track. And as always, guys, be safe. Keep banging your heads, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. So hold on. Here we go to the outro screen, and I'm going to get those guys queued up on the Banger Wednesday playlist. And their name is, where'd they go? I lost them. I'm screwing things up. Damn. All right. Secrets I Confide with their song Torn, and they're out of Norway. So check them out. See you guys next Wednesday.
Time is slipping away, realizing there's nothing to say. Something by my mental mistakes, torn to pieces by my mental mistakes.